Alright folks, in this clip I'm going to teach you how to write your very own horror movie script. There's no getting around it. There is a big market for horror movies these days, and quite frankly there probably always will be as long as people enjoy getting scared in the movie theater. So, if you want to create your very own horror movie script, one of the first things you're going to want to do is do research on a story. And the best types of stories for horror movies are the ones that hit a little bit close to home or that have some sort of basis in reality. The stories that feel like they could have happened in the house next to us or even in our own home. First thing you want to do is get under people's skin by coming to where they live, so to speak. So find a story that feels relevant in those terms. Second, you're going to want to create an interesting list of characters or just maybe one or two that can be the audience's connection to the story, their vessel, so to speak. You want to be able to feel all the moments of terror through these people. And you're going to have to create a cast that's somewhat large because you're going to have to kill a couple people off, and they ought to be people that you really care about too. So you're going to want to develop all these characters throughout the course of the story and then obviously start killing them off one at a time or whatever you decide to do with them. And then you're going to want to create your terror, the monster, the serial killer, the crazy neighbor, the destructive force of nature, the supernatural psychological terror, whatever it is. That is one of the most important things of all, because A, it cannot be cheesy, B, it cannot be too familiar. It has to be something that truly is terrifying, yet at the same time believable within the context of your story, of course. My suggestion is to find a way to terrorize your audience in ways that they never ever expected. Those are the best scares of all. And if you want to write a truly classic horror film, that's what you need to do. You need to lock into a corner of a person's mind and unleash a fear that they didn't even know that they had. That's how you make a classic. So, A, get a good story that is original yet feels close to home, so it scares people the most. Get an interesting cast of characters together. Your hero, your heroine, whoever it is that ultimately has to survive the entire experience, that's the one you're going to want the audience to connect with the most. The other cast of characters that are funny, unlikable, likable, whatever, you connect with them in some way that you start, terrorizing and killing off. And then lastly, your villain, your force of terror in the story. It needs to be as frightening as possible, yet believable as possible within the story. Once you have those three ingredients, you can map out the story from A to Z, and there you go. You have yourself a truly terrifying horror movie script.